Hello guys, hope you all are doing well, and I'm back with another stock split video, but this one is slightly different. Today we are diving into three major companies that could be gearing up for stock splits in 2025. Now we all know stock splits don't change a company's actual value, but they make these premium stocks way more accessible to everyday investors like us, right? If you are new to this stock split phenomena completely, then I would strongly recommend that you watch one of my older videos where I've explained this in a bit more detail on exactly how this works. Now for this one, I have analyzed the charts, crunched the numbers, and spotted some interesting patterns that suggest these heavy hitters might be ready to split. Let's jump right in with our first company. The first one on the list is Netflix. The streaming giant has been on an absolute tear, with its stock split skyrocketing by 86% in 2024 alone. We are seeing shares push closer and closer to that $1,000 mark, which brings us to an exciting possibility, a stock split in early 2025, right? There's a dip in the last few weeks though, but that's because of the overall market trend that we are seeing. But as long as this uptrend is intact, then it is very likely that a split will come. Now, why I am so focused on this, right? Well, Netflix has a history of keeping their shares accessible to everyday investors like you and me. When you look at their current chart, we are seeing a clear upward trend that's making those shares pretty expensive for regular retail investors to grab. If you look at the chart, right, at nearly almost $1,000 per share, we are entering that territory where Netflix has historically considered splitting. They did that in way back in 2015 when it was almost at that mark, and this is again hitting that mark. So it is very likely that they are going to do it now. And with the streaming services continuing to dominate entertainment, plus their incredible business momentum with all the lives that they are doing recently, the timing feels just right for 2025. I am expecting that to happen in Q1 of this year. So that was our first company, which is Netflix. Now let's move on to the second one. The next up is Broadcom, and this one is particularly interesting because they have already made a big move in 2024 with their 10-for-1 split. If you have not watched my that Broadcom video, then I link that down in the description or put that somewhere in the card to watch that. Now here's where it gets exciting, right? Even after that split that happened for Broadcom, the stock has been on an absolute tear. Let's look at the numbers, right? Before their July split, Broadcom was trading at a whopping $1,600 per share, right? The split brought it down to $160, making it much more accessible to everyday investors. But guess what? The stock didn't stay down for long. It's already climbed nearly $100 higher from that point when the split happened. Even with the recent market pullback, we are seeing that uptrend has not broken yet. With Broadcom's growing dominance in AI chips and their strong upward trend, another split in 2025 isn't out of the question if this momentum continues. Though I would say it is less likely than our previous candidate, which was Netflix, since they just did in 2024. But looking at the AI and the whole boom around the chip industry, we cannot completely rule it out. And finally, let's talk about Costco. This is one of the most compelling stock split candidate we are covering today. Just look at that chart, right? Costco's stock is knocking on the door of $1,000 per share, making it increasingly difficult for regular investors to buy in. And that is one of the key driving force for a stock split phenomena, right? To attract more investors like you and me, they are going for the stock split to make this stock more accessible. But here's what makes Costco really interesting, right? They are not just growing, they are absolutely dominating their industry. Their business model is rock solid, generating massive cash flow that just keeps building up. And get this, many investors are expecting a juicy special dividend of around $15 per share by late 2025 or early 2026, which would be their latest in a series of special payouts they do every few years. With the stock price so high and business fundamentals this strong, I would say Costco is our strongest candidate for a 2025 stock split. It just makes sense for them to make their shares more accessible to everyday investors who love shopping at their stores. And that's the wrap for our three potential stock split for 2025. Always remember, stock splits don't change a company's actual value. They can make great companies more accessible to investors like you and me. And there you have it, guys. Netflix, Broadcom and Costco, three powerhouse companies that could be heading for a split in 2025. Out of all these three, I would say Costco looks like our strongest candidate, followed by Netflix and Broadcom. Broadcom might be a bit of a longer shot since they just did a split in last year 2024. And again, before I close, remember this is just an analysis based on historical pattern and current trends. Always do your own research before making any investment decisions. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more stock market insight. Especially I make a lot of videos around options and these kind of stock split videos, right? So drop a comment below if you have any questions and let me know what stocks that you guys want me to cover. I will talk to you in my next video. Till then, happy investing. Bye bye.